There's a lot of upside for LeBron if he would happen to beat a team that had all three on it. Just how we would look at, well, he beat, that talented team.
Well, yeah, LeBron's first ring came against a team with three, future league MVPs and Harden, Russ, and KD. His next ring came against a team with four future Hall of Famers and a two-time Finals MVP. And people are like, oh, Tim Duncan wasn't good that year. Tim Duncan was first team All NBA that year, and Tony Parker was second team. And his third ring came against a 73-win team. And his fourth ring came against, in the bubble and the pandemic with no home games. So, yeah, the fifth ring against this team. At this point, it's all like LeBron, much like Brady, competing with ghosts. They're really competing with each other for the title of greatest team sport athlete ever, because they both clearly announced themselves the greatest player in their respective sports. But yeah, it'd be nice.
But I wonder about this, Nick. You bring up Brady, and I see parallels with Brady and LeBron because they got there, and they did lose when they got there. Whereas if Montana had 6 Super Bowl rings, just like Mike has 6 NBA titles and no losses, would we have a different argument if Montana had 6 Super Bowls, no losses, as opposed to Brady with 6 Super Bowls and 3 losses?
Yeah, I think we would. And I think that is an indictment on the collective intelligence of the country. I don't understand it. I've never, ever understood this idea that, Michael Jordan getting bounced early and therefore keeping a pristine finals resume is better than LeBron James at 22 scoring 48 against Detroit, carrying a team there, and then losing. Like his last year in Cleveland, Jeff Green, second mention for Jeff Green today, big day for him. Jeff Green was the second best player on that Cavs team once Kevin Love went out. They made the finals. The idea that we use that against him, I've never understood, but a lot of people do. We wouldn't do it if it were the Olympics. Olympics, we don't say, well, one guy has 4 golds and the other guy has 4 golds and 2 silvers. We're not like, well, those silver medals really hurt you. We're like, no, that's pretty good. That's impressive. We like silver medals. They're not as good as golds, but they're better than no medals.
And I'm there with you. The fact that you get to play in a championship game as opposed to not getting in a championship game.
It just means you lost earlier. It's not like you didn't lose. That's the part that drives me nuts. You did lose. People, the stuff, and I'm not here to, bash Michael Jordan. He's definitely at least the 3rd best basketball player ever. But they act like he played 6 years. He didn't.
No.
He played 6 years. And by the way, they do this weird memory hole thing where an iconic moment is the double nickel in the Garden, but that's a season I'm told didn't happen because he lost. They're like, the Bulls never lost. They did. I watched it. They lost to a team that then lost in the finals. But okay, whatever. What do I know?
You went up a couple octaves there. I think Mariah Carey is pretty impressive when she does it. That was sort of a Mariah Carey-ish going up a couple octaves there.
Yeah, you're kind of pressing my buttons here. Do you notice though something that's going on in the NBA, Dan? It's an odd little thing. There's a migration eastward. The king goes west, and all of a sudden Jimmy Butler's like, "Oh, I want to make the finals." Miami's looking good. The Rockets play the Lakers in the second round, and Russ is like, "Get me out of here, I'll go east." Harden's like, "Get me out of here, I'll go east." Everyone's like, "I'd like to make a finals before I retire." And Kawhi's the one guy who's like, "I'm going west too," and it's like, "Okay, well, goodbye, see you later." So it's just very interesting.
Hey, I'm with you though, but I'm with you on the LeBron bandwagon. I am. I'm with you on it.
You're smart. It's the only reason I come on the show.